and they've been distant from me. I can't read them. So what can I do? You know what I mean? Like, damn, y'all. Whoa, like, let's see, you know. You know, stuff like this, people would be like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. No, bitch, this shit exists in the world. You are ignorant. This stuff exists. People are literally this desperate sometimes. It's really terrible, y'all. So just really be careful out there. This is why, like, people think that I'm being judgmental when I tell people, you know, you really should be more careful of who you know, share your sacral energy with. They think that they probably assume, unless I have time to get into a conversation to explain where I'm coming from, that I'm being snooty, judgmental, you know, I don't know, whatever, you know, but it's because of shit like this. It's because I know that it exists in the world, and knowing it exists is enough for me to be careful. And I think any logical human being would be similar. That's just how I perceive it. Now, I'm not judging anybody who has, you know, went off on benders or whatever. I don't know. Like, stuff happens, but it's like, I'm telling you, y'all, it's like you can get STIs, STDs, but you could also get transmitted dark attachments, y'all. I'm serious. On a spiritual level, okay? Yeah, his wand might be infected, you guys. That's how it's coming out. It could be. Yeah, somebody who hasn't been an introvert, or they're not going to be an introvert, they have an idea. They have an idea on how to get somebody to be not introverted. Whoa, that could go into what we just read, y'all. Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. They have an idea on how to save money and get somebody to be not so introverted. Or how to save something, preserve something, collect something. This also could be like a mean plan, y'all. Yeah, look, justice in the reverse, just as I said that. You can't even make this up. This is a trap, y'all. I'm telling you, if somebody sees this reading and you have any inclination of who you know this might be about, you should probably try to reach, I don't know, like, because this is like a very specific message. And it's really disturbing, I'm not going to lie. It is what it is. I have to read on what comes out. So if this isn't for you, it might be a trigger warning. Just be careful. Okay, so this is towards somebody who loves themselves. This is because somebody... Okay, so somebody here who loves themselves isn't being introverted anymore, which could mean that they're resurging after they've already been messed with. Okay? Has already been adjusted, but now they want to try something else. Okay, that's another way of reading this. So be careful out here, y'all. Yeah. It has to do with an idea on how to make somebody lonely. They're collaborating with people on how to make this happen. Because, look, because their strategy failed. You cannot make this up, y'all. I'm getting pissed. But somebody isn't blind to an injustice that's already occurred. They're not blind to this energy. They know that it's there. They know to be on alert. So what are you going to do? They're doing magic. They're doing some kind of deception magic, y'all. Okay. The luck is with eternal love. That's where the jackpot is. That's where the reward is. That's where the soulmate connection. So this could be like a group that's trying to keep apart a soulmate connection. They want somebody to be blind to an injustice because this collaboration is making them money, or it has something to do with isolating somebody. Let's see. But somebody's triumphing. This could be you, collective, or somebody in your energy that you know. It's like something originates with someone. This is like, so that means that something is rooted in somebody's energy. It's theirs. It's their creation. It's their essence. It's something like this, right? So because it originates with you, and maybe they need you now, I don't know. Yeah, luck keeps coming out. And yesterday we got buy a lottery ticket, y'all. I don't know if you were here for yesterday's live. Somebody's persevering. They refuse to be disturbed. They're not disturbed. They're persevering. Even though somebody broke a vow and tried to disturb them. They're not disturbed because they care about themselves. Okay, so somebody's been purposely trying to mess with somebody, and somebody cares about their profession. They're an expert at something. They do something very well. So somebody's furious and has been doing magic on somebody. Confirmation. Whoa, y'all. Whoa, whoa, whoa. They could be anywhere. If somebody's a dark practitioner, you don't technically need herbs and like a bunch of ingredients. Like you could be somebody that knows chants or knows how to astral travel or knows, I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, y'all. Don't recommend dabbling in that, like, especially if you're not getting somebody's permission, like, or telling them like what can happen if it doesn't work or something. You know, it's just a bad, yeah. It's like somebody's trying to burn the evidence because their strategy failed. But it's like somebody has no evidence that their strategy failed and they're furious, but somebody's living and learning, which is bad news. Because that means that somebody else wants to apologize. Maybe somebody in this group or in this collaboration. It's like somebody keeps trying to do like dark ritualistic magic or gossip and projection or something dark they're trying to send somebody's way. And it's like, I don't know if this is to keep a cycle open, if it's to hide something from a person that loves themselves so that they can get away with something. I don't know what this is. Let's find out. Let's find out more. Wow. Very interesting. I'm curious. What's the spiritual energy here? Whoa. This we don't always get readings like this, y'all. At the very least, it's entertaining, but if you're going through this, it's not. This is actually, you know, very disturbing behavior. I wonder what the thunder is. It could be somebody's furious. Somebody knows that somebody owes them something. That's another thing I just heard. Somebody has so much mental force here. They're a divine warrior. They have unlimited intellectual richness and they're motivated. So that means that somebody else's empire is going to fall and that they owe this person something. Wow. So okay, so let's just say hypothetically there's two empires. And an empire can mean a family unit, a tribe, plans to with a business, whatever it is, okay? And let's just see there's two sides. You collective, you have your empire. And then over here on this side, there's this other empire, but it's a dark one. And it's sneaky and shady, right? It lacks morals. It's injustice. But they don't want you to know about it. And if they could use magic to lower your vibration, then they could even keep you while also getting away with this and taking from your empire, potentially, or trying to destroy your empire. Yeah, look, jealousy. Jealousy, divine grace. You've given this okay, somebody could have given so much grace and patience towards a jealous energy, and the divine themselves could have also, yeah. And you could have also drawn boundaries. You could have used your discernment against some kind of catastrophe or chaos energy. It's like you've been doing everything right, or somebody has, and it's like somebody feels like if somebody apologizes to you, and which is the right thing to do. I mean, for God's sake, you've already been doing this. I mean, you're supposed to learn your lesson, not do it more. Like if things are falling apart in your life, that should be a sign to learn that that's not the way to go. But this is the type of person that just does the same thing. They're a troll. They hide the fact that they're a troll, but they continue to troll. Like, so, but it's not, when you're messing with energy, if you like, I guess this person doesn't understand that there's really bad consequences, especially if you go really, really far with this. And since it's already looking like it's falling apart, y'all, I mean, if they think that they're angry now, yeah, somebody has some kind of unnatural passion here. The only way to rectify this is to heal this and to tell the truth about this jealousy. That would be the eloquent way to deal with the self-made person. But instead, somebody's forgetting that this is an option, or they want somebody to forget so that they don't have to do that, so that they don't have to stand in their shame and admit that they need help because they're fucked up, like, just to put it frank. This is like somebody that wants to avoid at all costs. It's their mission. Look, to get somebody to forget about someone, even if they have to do cruel things, because the thought of them going back to you and apologizing makes them want to commit schmuicide and want to be in despair, which is not a natural, if you understand me, that is not a natural, that is, so what that tells me is they've been doing too much dark magic and it's backfiring too much. And you know, if you are new here, I'm sure some of you already know that during backfires, it makes you go, like, have psychosis, y'all. Literally. Like, you go into psychosis, you lose your mind. Okay? Especially if you're not protected and you're attacking, like, an innocent or a chosen one. It's like, yeah, look, blasphemy, despair, and schmuicide. Somebody's gonna drive themselves so crazy that they literally just, yeah. I don't know what to say. This is one of those things where it's like, I don't wish that on anybody, but if it takes somebody to not be here so that two people can do their mission and just be themselves, take up space that they are supposed to because they were born just like everybody else and they have a mission here. It's like, if this is the type of person that is so deranged that they're willing to, like, ruin somebody's life just because, let's just say, a person likes you and they want to work with you instead. Let's just say, okay, this is another example. And this is like a crazy ex that it can't handle it. Like, they're going to blow a gasket. So to humor this person or to lessen the tension, let's just say your person went back to this person to appease them, try to, like, level with them, try to negotiate with them, or even just to take some space, just to think about it, let the dust settle. This is one of those situations where somebody's so messed up and selfish and just transfixed, okay, on their, whatever this conquest is, their jealousy, their envy, that it's one or the other. Either you give me my way, the way I want it, or I'm going to keep doing this, period. And what they don't understand is the end result of this is them, I don't know, maybe offing themselves because they lose their literal mind. I mean, is that really better than just admitting or talking or communicating directly, for real? Or saying sorry or letting somebody be with their person or whatever this is. It's like, maybe somebody wants to work with someone, but this person hates you because they know that you're going to go off in the sunset and live happily ever after with the person, or you're going to have a very successful business maybe, and they can't handle it. Their ego cannot. This is ego-based. This is madness. This is like personalized offense. This is like, guys, this energy. Yeah, and they keep making mistakes, which means they keep doing this. When you keep healing, or somebody does, they keep trying to do this to see if the curse worked this time or whatever. They have an unnatural passion. Maybe they're obsessed. I don't know. Maybe they've been sending... this is the type of energy that for sure would have been sending you, trying to get you sick, trying to get you psychologically messed up, or even to unalive yourself, y'all. This is that kind of energy. This is somebody who can't deal with their feelings inwards, so they project them outwards onto whatever target they feel like is triggering them, which is so abusive, because this is a person that they don't have empathy probably like other people. This is so they don't consider you important. So if they have to use you to project on and abuse, they don't view that as a big sacrifice, or like it's like that's fine. That's fine to them. Do you know what I mean? And that's not fine. That's blasphemous. That's like the type of shit you should get struck down by lightning with. And you might. You literally might. Okay? For real. Well is right. Y'all. What is going on tonight? This reading is... So, May could be significant. November could be significant. What is that? Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio, and Sagittarius could be significant. Okay? Wow, y'all. I'm blown away. By the way, I'm getting 555 here, which means there's going to be a big change here. That's the thunder. That's the thing. Somebody knows that they can't keep this plot, this scheme, this conquest going. Like, it's failing. Everything's falling apart because the only thing left is truth and justice. Because you're healing and this magic doesn't work on you. You're stronger than them. Somebody's stronger than them. And they can't. That's another thing that's making them mad. This person has been trolling you nonstop, energetically, maybe literally in the 3D, online, maybe at your work, whatever it is, in your family. Put it where it fits, y'all. Oh my God, this feels like a real practitioner, though. This feels like somebody who literally has like an obsession with, like, they could have been a kitchen witch at first, but then they got obsessed. Like at first it started with, you know, candle magic or jar magic, but then it like ventured off into like some real dark shit is what it feels like. Let's see. Let's see, y'all. Very interesting. I'm here for it. Let's see. I'm gonna burn a little bit of Palo just because it feels very demonic. Give me one sec, y'all. Justice. Yeah, I feel like justice is coming in and they know it. They feel it. And if they sent death magic your way, they're probably scared, y'all. They're probably scared. If this is a real practitioner and they know how energy works, they're probably scared. And I don't know if like the person who wants to tell the truth and apologize or something or work with you, it's like they might not even know that that's what this person's worried about, and that's why they're so adamant on like, no, you shouldn't go back towards that person, or you shouldn't. No, the real reason is because they're fucking scared. They're scared because that would be the final chapter of like, okay, your magic didn't work. You know what I mean? And so that would mean then that all that energy that you sent to the collective or somebody in your energy collective, that it's about to bounce back. And they already know a lot of people that do this type of shit, sadly, they can't handle what they dish out. That's why despair and schmooze signs coming out. But that can't be the reason that somebody stays. That even if it's true, that's still a manipulation tactic. Okay, if somebody is in despair and having schmooze-sidal thoughts because of trauma, that's different. This isn't trauma. This was like man-made. This is a troll. This is somebody that has an unnatural passion that's not willing to like ascend. They just expect everybody to stay low, vibrational, and will punish those who try to deviate, I feel like. So that's why this is one of those things where if somebody like this were to say, no, you can't leave, or I'm gonna unalive myself, let's just say, I would still leave. I'm sorry. Because it's different if somebody, this isn't innocent. This is not innocent. This is like, okay, well, I'm sorry you feel that way. I will take you to a hospital. That I will do. Okay, I'll even be there and wait for you, pick you up from the psych evaluation if you need a ride. But if you're trying to give me an ultimatum on, do I keep my life complacent and stagnant and stay here with you just because you're attached to me? And keep me from working and prospering and growing? No, that I won't do. So if that's the result you're looking for and you're just trying to stall me, distract me, threaten me, yeah, no, here's my thunder. We're not doing it. I will take you to the hospital though. I will sign you up for counseling or help you with that process. But no, you're going to have to figure this out for yourself. And what this person doesn't, they may know, they may not know. Maybe this is a person you dealt with, collective, that they switch sides for a bit, and maybe they do know worst case scenario and they just don't want to be a part of it anymore. Okay, maybe they didn't take it seriously, but things are happening around them that's like freaking them out and they don't want to be a part of it anymore. Or they could just be completely unaware. This could be like an ex, let's just say, that they went back to because they were really having a difficult time with the separation and they couldn't handle the pressure, the chaos anymore, and they needed some time to think about things, maybe, let's just say. And they go over there, they appease this person, accommodate to them, try to be there as a friend, try to show up, and it's never good enough though. What they really want is control. And what they really want is assurance and reassurance that they've destroyed you or whoever or whatever it is that they don't want this person to go back to. But you're not blind to something, which tells me you already know something. You're already aware and on guard of something, which is good because this is an energy that you definitely should be. I don't know how unhinged. When you're dealing with dark magic, y'all, and there's backfires, somebody could literally lose their mind. I mean, you know. So just protect yourself, you know. You know, even the $20 cam, like if somebody knows where you live, let's just say, now I don't mean to scare you, okay? If you trigger, like if any of this is triggering y'all, go to a different channel now, because like I don't want to like put anything in anyone's heads. That's not what I'm here for, okay? But I just want to say that like it's only $20 to buy like a doorbell camera or something. Like, you know, you could do little things to protect yourself just in case.